How we doing, Chuck? Let's pack everybody up and head to Little Rock.
Coach, first, congratulations on the win. It was everywhere I've gone the last couple of days, people said, hey, what about that football game Saturday?
Yeah, well, thank you, John. I'm very proud of our football team. I thought they really competed hard. We stuck together. It was a very difficult game. It went back and forth, and we had some chances where we could have cracked, but our players really rallied together, competed extremely hard, and found a way to win the game.
LSU, you've talked about playing in showdown-type ball games, big games. This qualifies.
Yeah, it certainly does. Our guys are excited about it. We've been preparing hard. We did a nice job in the meetings today. We went out and practiced with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of focus. This is the type of game that we want to be in. And the great thing is we get to play down in Little Rock. Our guys are excited about that. When they came in the weight room on Monday, a lot of them were talking about defending the rock and making sure we keep our winning streak going down there.
Barry wonders about Niall Davis, gone over 1,000 yards. If you would talk a little bit about his progress during the season.
Well, now just keeps getting better, and I think it also a lot goes to our offensive line, because our offensive line has really improved as the year went on. There was a point in time this season where we said, hey, all 11 guys got to take responsibility for the running game. Quarterback has to make sure we're not running it where we're outnumbered. The offensive line has to come off the ball, strike, and finish. Tight ends are a big part of that, and certainly Van Stumen's been a big part of it. And then our receivers have to finish and hustle and get touchdown blocks downfield. And everybody has done that, and then Niles hit his tracks and really is running with a lot of confidence. He's running with a lot of power, and man, can he take it to the house. He is fast.
You were talking about downfield blocking. It's not just the receivers. You showed the highlight on your TV show Sunday night, Travis Swanson. They took 2 or 3 guys out, and he was a pretty good ways down the field.
Yeah, what we call that effort habit. You don't want to just play with effort. We want to make it a habit, and it's really showing up, and I think it's very contagious. Our guys are trying to outdo each other to get those touchdown blocks.
Well, how do you decide which plays to use on your television show?
Well, I try to use the good ones. I mean, the positive reinforcements. I always like to use the ones that are good, but
Who wonders about LSU's quarterback Jordan Jefferson? Are there similarities between him and the quarterback you just faced with Mississippi State?
Not a lot of similarities. At Mississippi State we were facing an offense that really wanted the quarterback to run the ball or run the option. Jordan Jefferson thinks of himself as a passer. He likes to throw the ball. He likes to work the passing game. He has that mindset where I'm going to throw the ball first, and if I get flushed out of the pocket, I'm going to look downfield, and that makes him dangerous, because you have to make sure you stay on your guys when he does scramble around. And then his third option is to run.
All right, we welcome you back to Bobby Petrino Live. Let's welcome in Jake Beckett and TJ Williams. Guys, first off, congratulations on the win down there in Starkville. DJ, I'm going to begin with you. Just talk a little bit about persevering in that ball game and finding a way to win late.
That was a very tough game, very emotional game for Mississippi State after the passing of one of their players, Nick Bell. So they gave it 110%. They played great. So that's I tweeted a little bit about it. They have something to be proud of, and Nick Bell's never letting down proud that they played the way And it was a very tough, hard-fought battle, but our team stayed together. Coach Petrino did say it. He kind of stepped out of the huddle before that overtime, and all the players came together and, kind of told each other we need each other to win this football game. And that's exactly what we did, and pull it out in the end.
Talk a little bit more about that, if you would, Jay.
Yeah, that was just a great environment down there. First of all, you got to hand it to the Mississippi State fans and their players. It was a great SEC football game, a great environment. But I think Coach, he kind of touched on it a little bit. But the result of this team is just amazing. We're a pretty tough group, and we've had some challenges this year, but we pulled it out most of the time this play.
Now, folks, some of you may be aware of this, but this week DJ Williams was named a finalist for the Mackey Award. This award, and it's going to be it's going to be presented next month. DJ, just talk a little bit about being in a pretty select group of company now.
It's a great honor, and I'm still looking back at it and still impressed myself that I'm mentioned with the caliber players that are already in it. And it just comes with hard work. It's nothing that came easy. Coach Petrino said it's a grind every day in practice. And a lot of people think college football players have it made just because they get to play football all day. Outside of football, you have to be in class all the time. So it's something that I'm proud of. It's something I've had to work very hard for, and it's something that if I win, great. If not, I'm just glad to be in the conversation.
Wonders about the band performance. Did the band ask you to perform, or was this your idea?
It was Jeremy Prather. He's the band director in Arkansas. He read an article about me and some musical talents I have or something like that. And the cover page was me holding some drumsticks. So he text messaged me and asked if I would be interested in doing this thing. And I said, no question, but it was just me by myself. And so I asked around and found out how Davis could play the drums. Anthony Curtis had no idea what he was doing, but he picked it up in a day. It was a long time ago. Dan Steuben on the bass drum, it was going to be Ramon Broadway, but he got hurt in the South Carolina game, and so we had to sub in. Dan Steuben did a great job. And we had Big Z on the tuba to just blow it out of the water. Jamal Thomas.
Jay, did you guys go watch this?
Oh yeah, it was an incredible performance.
What does incredible mean?
I'm not much of a music critic, but they really got the energy up, and I thought it was a good job.
I know you're involved in community outreach. I know there are a lot of things that are really important to both you and DJ. You've been involved in this, I guess, really almost from the time you got here, haven't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just whatever it is they want us to do. Last week, me and Big Alfred Davis and Tejada, Ben Cleveland, a few other guys went and visited an elementary school up in Springdale, some fourth graders, and it's just a lot of fun. I think it's a lot more fun for us just to go visit those kids. Hanging around fourth graders all day, you kind of realize, we were all just joking, if we had the energy of a fourth grader and the body of a college football player, we would be absolutely unstoppable. And just being around those kids for just a couple hours, it was a lot of fun.
Now, a few weeks ago, you're still going to get to play in Little Rock, but you played your final game on campus in Fayetteville. What was that like for you?
It was an emotional moment. I really didn't expect my mom to be, dropping the tears everywhere, but my sister Valerie was the one that got choked up at the end and kind of started making me feel a little bit emotional, but I had to wrap all that up and win the football game first. But it was just a great way to go out, big time win in front of this great fans here at Fayetteville, and I appreciate all the support that I've gotten over the years.
What's the most rewarding thing about getting a defensive sack?
The most rewarding thing?
Yeah.
That's kind of the best play for a defensive end. DJ played defensive end in high school, so he knows kind of how it feels. But I don't know. It's a lot of fun because when you can sack the quarterback, just the act of sacking the quarterback just destroys the entire offensive play. It usually gets you off the field if it's a third down, and even if it's first or second down, it kind of sets it back. And just taking the QB down is just it's a great feeling for a defensive line.
Yeah, I think you're fine. It's you always notice after a sack, Jake always kind of gets up, steps, rips it open, and points.
You guys mimic one another quite a bit, I take it. What does he do out there?
Well, DJ, I mean, he just, you know, if DJ had any personality, you know, he's a really dull guy, as you can tell, you know, didn't really do anything, so I've been trying to get him to do a touchdown celebration all year, but he's too humble for that. You know, we as defensive linemen, we have kind of a pact that if any of us are lucky enough to score a touchdown, that we will get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct.
I'm not saying that too late. Yourself. All right. We got a question.
What is one thing about DJ that people don't know?
You said a minute ago he was humble.
Yeah, he's very humble. I mean, everybody knows he's a very talented musician. I'm going to let you go first.
All right. Yes, ponder that.
What do people not know about?
Ponder that one.
Off the top of my head, after the game, we always we have a little routine that we go through after we win a football game. And the Marcus Love leads the chant. You know, it's a football chant going on. But I always, you know, I like the third. You know, I'm always looking around. You know, outside of Clay Bloomberg, who thinks he can dance too. But we have a drum lesson. You know, you get your feet. You know, you get your head nod. You know, Jake kind of nods off beat a couple times. So a lot of people think he's smooth out there for how big he is on the field, but I need to learn how to dance.
So Jake Beckett can't dance.
That's what you're trying to say. Something like that I can't dance.
I never said it.
DJ, let's talk about getting to play your final regular season game in Little Rock in your hometown. What's that going to be like for you, do you think?
It's going to be a great experience because it's in my backyard. I stay about 6 to 5 minutes away from the stadium, and it's just going to be I bet another emotional experience, and it's going to be something fun to play my last regular season game.
Jake, you're going to have another go-round, but playing in Little Rock, I'm sure every time's pretty special for you, too.
Yeah, it's very special, especially since, you know, I played my high school games there, playing for the Catholic High Rockets. And, you know, it's also kind of funny. I mean, every time I go to the locker room, you know, I just see my old locker and just kind of chuckle and think about, you know, how far I've come since then, and just how special it is to play in the stadium one more time.
Now, you're a redshirt junior, so you guys came in together. Would that be right?
Both came in as tight ends.
That's right.
Do you remember...
Okay, before we move on here, I was thinking, what is one thing people don't know about DJ Williams? You know, he already said that I can't dance, but, you know, about a week ago, me and this guy went and saw Saw 7. Just a very vanilla, you know, horror movie. This guy was scared for his life. And I've been covering the scary moments of the movie, and this guy had his eyes closed, he was quivering. I mean, I think he actually left at one point.
I hate scary movies. I like watching them, but I hate them. So it's a factor that I like. It's crazy.
So now, where you?
So when you look back at where you were then, where you are now, I'll start with you, DJ. What's that journey been like?
It's been fun. The greatest thing that you can take from that journey is the memories you get along the way. And you know, I was talking to a couple of the guys I came in with, you know, Jake Weaver, Wade Grayson, Grant Cook, Grant Freeman, Greg Gadsden, Jermaine Love, Jerry Franklin. I can just keep naming them. And we'll sit down and just talk about the memories that we all have together. And in the end, that's all you're able to take with you. So we make great memories.
What about you, Jake?
Yeah, just echoing what DJ said. You know, it's, you know, the class you come in with is always a special group of guys, and you spend so much time together coming up. Just, you know, just as pups in the beginning, just, you know, as freshmen, kind of learning from the older guys, and just being a part of just a new experience. And you know, for me, changing positions, you know, after DJ beat me at a tight end, you know, it was a transition for me, and I got to experience both sides of the ball, and that was fun.
Today we've got a question for you from Kara in Fayetteville. What does winning the Disney Spirit Award mean to you?
That's huge, and I give it all to my mom. Because, you know, a lot of people compliment me on how I've overcome all these obstacles, and I would be able to have a chance or opportunity to overcome anything if it wasn't for what my mom went through in the beginning. She's just a phenomenal woman and an amazing woman, and I can't see how she does half the stuff she does. I mean, I struggle keeping up with paying my water bill on time, and she took care of it starting over with nothing and raising 3 kids. And my older sister, you know, has 2 youngins of herself, so she basically raised 5 kids of her own, starting from nothing. So she's just an exceptional woman, and she made the impossible possible.
Guy who's not, her son. I mean, DJ's mom is kind of the team mom, and she's she's not gonna be the sweeter lady. She's always been around. She's, in the middle of the game, she's that mom who just comes up and just hugs every guy.
Miss Vicky.
Yeah, Miss Vicky. I mean, she's great.
She wants to be like those Don and McNabb.
What it's been like to be a legacy with having so many family members playing here, and what that's meant to you, what that means to you now.
Well, it's been very special to have the opportunity, to follow in my dad, my grandpa, and my uncle's footsteps, coming here and playing football here. I've been a Razorback fan for my entire life, and when I had the opportunity to come and play here, it was a dream come true. I carry that with me every day. I live every day. I'm trying to honor the way they play here and just kind of keeping the family name up.
What's that been like for you, the relationship you've had with the Razorback fans?
It's been fun. It just started with the fans and started with pretty much my campus relationship. I've had a great time here at Fayetteville, starting from the fans all the way down to professors and fellow classmates. I like to talk a lot. I'll talk to anyone. If somebody's sitting there sitting by themselves, I'm going to ask her how their day is going. And
ask her how her day is going. I wouldn't let that slide.
I hate to say her though, but just beyond that, I just have a great time, meeting new fans every day. A lot of people, like I said, thanks for taking time out of the day to talk to anybody. It's just, like I said, an enjoyment for me, and I appreciate the support I get from everybody. And people really don't understand how much it means to a player when somebody comes up to them and they say, "You made my day, you're my favorite player." That's giving people like us motivation to keep doing the right things in life, to keep guiding younger kids into the right direction. So it's very inspirational for us as well when we meet people like that.
I'm going to ask you as we wrap it up. Try to describe what it's going to be like. You're on that bus, you're cruising down Markham, everybody's on the golf course, they've been there since dawn. What kind of energy goes through you there?
Oh, it's an unbelievable feeling. Just the pregame atmosphere in Little Rock was like none other. I think DJ can attest to that. I mean, we're kind of biased because that's our hometown, but the golf course pregame experience is pretty unique, and especially the LSU game. I mean, their fans like to try to invade Little Rock, but we can't let that happen. So we got to get the energy level hyped up.
Guys, we appreciate you being here. Thanks so much.